I'm saying? Every time I speak, I want to shiver. You know, I don't want them to be like, they know what I'm going to say because it's polite. But I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody going to clean it up.
Hey, it's your girl, the missus with the kisses. We gonna clean it up, y'all. We gonna clean it up. That's what we gonna do. We gonna clean up these streets, baby. Mwah. What's good? What's good? And welcome to Peachy News. Y'all, we love Peachy News, especially me. I love Peachy News. But tonight, Peachy News, gonna be a little different. Okay, gonna be a little different. We'll be back to our regular Peachy News. Excuse me, next week. Okay, next week we'll be back to our regular Peachy News. Y'all, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm so tired. No liquor tonight. We drinking Kool-Aid. Drinking Kool-Aid tonight, y'all. Drinking Kool-Aid. I drunk so much water today, but it's okay. It's okay. But I'm tired. But I'm still gonna try to give y'all that same energy. I'm still gonna give you that same energy. Veronica, she said, "Hey sis, you look so beautiful. Thank you. I wish I felt the way I look." But it's okay. We gonna make it through this. We gonna make it through. Now, we got the Uber in the chat, y'all. When I tell y'all, let me explain to y'all about tonight. Tonight is gonna be
We can't hear you. We can't hear you. No, we can't hear you. There's no audio. We cannot hear you. I can't hear you. We can't hear you. Nope. Can everybody hear me? What up, Jolene? What up, though, Veronica? We see you in the building. Josette, how you doing? You might need to. I wonder if. I don't know. Yeah, I figured y'all can hear me. Right now, yeah, y'all can hear me, but y'all can't hear her. So come down and come back up. Absolutely. What up, though, ladies and gentlemen, man? Welcome to Peachy Tea Time, man. Like she was saying, we got a crazy one today. Not necessarily crazy, but informative. And we're going to see how things roll. Obviously, you guys know that we are here on YouTube. We are fully monetized up in this BI. But what's even better yet is that we want to make sure that you guys are comfortable here and that you guys are sharing the live and that you are absolutely 100% subscribe to PGT Time. One thing that I'm excited for is to get more understanding of our brother Vernado today. He's going to be up here talking about justice for Michiana, but also himself. So if there's, some questions that you guys would like to tap in about and get from him and really be one-on-one and exclusive, tonight's tonight. And after tonight, my man walking away with the championship belt because he's one of a kind. He's a child of God, and his work is going unnoticed, right? It is definitely being seen. And as you guys see that the last few weeks to months, we've had beautiful families that come up here and, give their story, helping bring peace to their family, and then bring highlight to the drastic and unforeseen things that had happened to him. So he's put himself in front of millions to help single families find closure. Not a lot of people say they can do that. All right. So I want to say what up though to everybody in the building. I see y'all. We say Cassandra. Cassandra says she can see and hear us, not to Neil. She also shared the live. Appreciate that. Carolyn in the building. Hey everyone, Mama Peach watching. Hey Mama Peach, what up though? All right, guys. We got MTG TTV in the building. Leave and come back. She said, "Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate everyone 100%." Until the missus get back up here, Tanil gets back up here, we're gonna go ahead and bring up my brother Vernando. What up, though, Vernando, man? What's good with you, baby?
What's going on, baby? Thank you. How your week, man? I watch your TikTok, the Sunday Jam or whatever you want to call it, right?
Yeah.
I had still like 2 songs.
That's
right?
what I'm talking about.
I did go to church and repent for the stealing. All right.
Some of those songs are a bit racy there. I must say so. Hey, welcome everybody into the building, man. We got some love here from Wisconsin. Tammy, what's good with you? What up, though? Oh boy, that's a doozy. We got emergency alert, weather alert happening here in Minnesota. All right, we got everybody saying hello in the building. How was your weekend, my friend?
So my weekend, man, was perfect. Yesterday was one of my biggest, happiest days in life. As you know, I have 13 kids. My baby, my oldest girl, is 26 years old with 2 kids. And I made a post like she's not from a middle class or a high class. She's from the hood.
Right.
From the hood. And she started out in a project here called Mommy Hills Apartments. And she said, this is a starting point. I remember those words.
Okay.
And yesterday, she walked down that aisle to get that master degree.
That's what I'm talking about.
Done that. So, man,
we got to give her big sounds for that. We got a master's in this thing. Yeah.
Definitely. Not no blaster, but masters. But one thing about my daughter is she been on the honor roll since like grade 7 and on the dean list every semester. So she likes my bright, loving daughter. And all my girls is in college.
Okay.
And she's just the first one got the master's.
There you go.
But I was so happy yesterday, like tears actually came down my eyes because
they should.
I helped raise her from prison as well.
Okay.
She's always tell me material thing is not nothing she want from me. She never asked.
She just needs your love.
That's what she said, and she shows that. And she said, "You won't never go to no nursing home. So whoever I marry don't have to worry about me when I get out. My baby got me.
My baby got me. You hear me?"
Right.
Now, Fernando, the question I have to ask: you said 13 children.
13 by DNA, and it's hard to argue a DNA test.
That by 13 by D. I was just about to ask: are they all by DNA?
By DNA, because my grandmother, she raised me because my mother passed at age 4. She raised me, my brother, and my sister. And she would tell me and my brother, when y'all have kids, bring that paper with. Don't bring no kids. Now, Stephanie get the pass because it's come out of her. So she didn't have to bring no paperwork. So I'm like that still, even with the grandkids. Bring that paperwork.
Woofta. You got a whole brigade out there, man, and I love it. Man.
I have a football team with
with a bench,
cheerleaders.
That part with a whole bench, yeah,
right. But
that's beautiful.
All my kids are close to know each other. We do family activities together, so it's not like some kids beef with their brothers, sisters.
Yes, sir.
So and I'm blessed. Like,
you are absolutely. Kristen in the building. What's good? What up, though, Kristen? We see you in here.
The devil is a lie.
There she is, Veronica.
The devil is a lie. I refuse to miss this show tonight, baby.
Baby, we refuse. We've been holding you down. We got it. We got her back in the building, man. Welcome back here at PGT
I'm
time.
back, y'all.
The missus back in the building.
The missus was nervous. I was so nervous. I don't know what happened. I I was just talking to them before the show, and everything was working just fine.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, shit just went haywire.
Yeah, but I will say this: going forward, you cannot use that sound. We on a whole different ball game now.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. You think
Well,
that's what it
no, it
was?
was something to do with your system. Still, you had to
Okay.
restart the computer. But going forward for YouTube purposes, you would not be able to use that because it's more than 30 seconds. I think it may be.
Exactly. I think
So
it was supposed to
after,
be just 30 seconds.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you'll be
Yeah,
in
we're gonna
trouble.
have to make a lot of changes. We're
That
gonna
part.
discuss that on Friday. So make sure you in on Friday. I am now monetized, so it's a lot of changes that I'm gonna have to make. I'm sure y'all still gonna rock with me regardless, but it's gonna be some changes. So let's get started. I know y'all like we already did. What I miss? Did I miss anything?
No,
Did
him and I
anybody
was
go off
just
on Bernardo yet?
no, not at all. Just a lot of love coming in the room. A lot of love, a lot
Right,
of respect.
love.
A
Yeah.
lot of
Correct.
love. That's what I'm talking about. Now, at the same time, y'all gonna be seeing me looking up and looking down because I ended up having to restart my computer. So a lot of the stuff that I was gonna ask Vernado, I had to get rid of it. So with that being said, I'm just gonna be pulling up stuff at the same time. So Vernado, you asked me to be here today.
That's right. I definitely did ask to be here today. Um, because whoever I work with should be comfortable of my past, my future, and my present.
Exactly.
And matter of fact, this is my first exclusive interview talking about anything, everything, and it won't happen again.
You know what? I gotta make sure I put exclusive on YouTube, so everybody know this is an exclusive, y'all. Exclusive. Well, Bernardo, I'm gonna get started. Okay, I'm
Sure,
gonna get
sure.
started, and then what I want you to do is just basically follow my lead. You know, however you want to get this started. So, me and Bernardo and no, not Jason. I'm sorry, Jason. You wouldn't attend that show with us. Me and Bernardo, we had a family up probably about a few weeks ago. I'm not sure if you all remember, but I'm going to show y'all just a little clipping of it to see if y'all can. What's that?
Go ahead.
Bernardo, is
No,
that you?
let's go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I did a show with the Morales. It was the mother came on a Monday, and then Alexa's father came on. When was that? I think he came on Wednesday. He came on Wednesday night, if I'm not mistaken. And when he came on, I started getting so many different messages, emails, messages. I mean, people were very, very people that I didn't even know that knew me. They was very upset that Vernado was on my show. I don't know Vernado like that. First of all, let me say that. I don't know Vernado like that. Vernado saw my show. He liked my show. And he has been watching ever since. And here it is, right here. Here's one of the specials. Let me go ahead and share it with you all. Give me 1 second. This was a breaking news story that we did.
Cracker at times, but that's my baby girl. And
Now y'all see Vernado up there at
very
the top, right? At the
And the
top.
yellow.
That's Vernado.
overprotective of
Okay.
her.
So if y'all remember this story, this was
who she
Alexis
be around.
Morales, and her and the baby was missing. When I did that story, Peachy Tea Time took off. It just took off. My subscribers grew tremendously. And I thank you, Southbend. I thank you. So, how do I repay Southbend? I'm gonna let y'all call in all night long. Because a lot of y'all was not happy with Vernado on my platform. Y'all introduced me to stuff that I had no idea. And it taught me to do a little extra research, with people that's coming on my platform. The good thing about Vernado with Justice for Michiana is that I did not know all of this until after I met him. So, with that being said, I'm not going to tell Vernado you can never come on my platform again. I'm not going to stop Vernado for bringing families that me and Jason is helping on my platform to tell their loved one's story. I'm not going to do that. My show is not about Vernado. If the show was about Vernado each and every Wednesday, then hey, maybe I think about it, okay? But what Vernado is doing is bringing family members to PGT time to tell their loved one's story, to get healing, to bring awareness to our Black community. We talk about gun violence, domestic violence, murder, of course, prison system, the police killing people. We talk about all of that. And we're going to continue to talk about all of that until Vernado say, I'm not bringing no more people on your show. Y'all gonna see them, okay? And it's not fair. It's not fair to have Vernado bring these people to the show and not put him on the show. Did that make sense, Jason?
Absolutely. Well, here's the thing.
Unfair.
We also built a relationship with them, right? Beyond the things that we are doing collectively and collaborating with, there's a relationship that's been built beyond that. And we're not anybody to judge him for his past. And since he's so
Not at all.
open to talk about it, that shows growth, and he's been forgiven by our Father. So with that, we also have to do the same thing, especially seeing that we weren't a part of it, nor were we knew anyone a part of it. So we allow him to give him his own platform to talk about, so you guys can hopefully have some sense of forgiveness and see the work that he's doing currently, you know.
Exactly. I had someone on my show, Jason, remember, he was in prison, in there for murder. He killed somebody. But my platform is to have people on there to tell stories, to tell their stories. Hopefully it's the truth, but that's what they there for. Okay? So after this, please don't send me no more information, bad stuff about Vernado. I think we're gonna clear it all up tonight and get it all out tonight. Again, Vernado, I didn't know you back then. I know you now. I know you have a pending case now, just as well. But
And
as
let's
far as
clear that up when
as
we
far
say
as I'm
pending.
concerned, none of that has nothing to do with me or PGT time. But we finna get into it today, though. We gonna get into it now. Vernado, it seemed like you
Hold
trying
on,
to say
hold on,
something.
hold on. I got people telling me they can't see me clearly. And that's probably because of my 8-year-old. So I'm just going to clean this lens real fast.
Oh, okay, go ahead. We probably should have said that. I thought I could see him.
It should be clear.
I
If not, I'm going
see
to
him
the
in
next drawer.
4K.
Okay.
I see him in 4K.
What's all
That's
that on your back?
my home girl is on my phone like, your stove. That's my food. I'm saying, online.
What is all that shit back there, Vernado?
Like food online. It ain't dirty. Nothing.
It's definitely
nothing
got dirty.
in the household is dirty now. I got nothing.
I know that's right, Vernado. But yes, let's go ahead and get started. Why did you want to come on PGT time and do a full exclusive interview?
So, I've been in business going on 3 years. On Father's Day this year, when the police killed my best friend, and we even had his family, Eric Logan. During that year, every day or every weekend, somebody was getting killed. So we just started off doing homicides as justice for Southbend. And we grew into Michigan. From Michigan, we went up to Benton Harbor, Michigan as well. And people were like, man, you everywhere. You are voice of tomorrow. And really, that's how we started. And as time go by, we make the, I won't say make the police, but we make noise to the police about illegal thing. My friend, a racist officer, ex-officer, Sergeant O'Neill killed my friend. And it didn't sit right with me. At that time, I was part-time paramedic and running full-time shop, Smitty's over on McKinley Avenue. And I quit those jobs for a friend who was dead.
Wow.
And just did our own in-house investigation and found stuff that the cover up is blood. I went down to the police and talked to their, I'm about named David Herron, and he told me when he would do the right thing about it. And sadly, it didn't happen like that. So it's not about lights or white. Right now, Metro Homicide no longer does the homicides here in Southbend.
All right.
Southbend Police does them now, and their turnaround in solving cases been unbelievable. They are beating Metro Homicide already, and live like 6 months in. So I'm very vocal about trust Southbend Homicide Department. I haven't seen Metro Homicide. I think about some cases we done, people who got killed under their watch. And I'm like, man, what if Southbend had those cases back then? Will those cases be cold? And I don't believe so, and that's my opinion. But you have to know and trust the process. Mm-hmm. But when you so used to being violated by the police, it's hard to trust them. Even still today, people call me and say, I got information and I'm not talking to the police. Here you go, give it to them, because they still don't trust them.
So they come to you and contact you and say, hey, I need your help. Yes. I don't want to go to the police. I got this information. And then you get the information and you submit it to the police officers.
Correct.
Or to the department.
I have my picks at the police department. So I do have a pick in homicide. So I tell people, if you can trust me and I trust this person, you should be able to too. So some will, some won't. But any information we get, we don't hold on to the next day. Is immediately forward to my contacts down there.
Now, we do have comments, and Diamond, we're going to get to your comment too. Do you think, Vernado, that, you know me, I just ask my questions like I ask them. Do you think people don't like you because what you do as far as take the information to the police? A lot of people out in the streets will call that snitching. Do you feel like that's why a lot of people is not caring too much for Vernado?
I can't answer what people really care. To me and my staff from the beginning, it's not about them. It's about the next of kin. So my motto to my staff, my past and present, always been is what the next kin. Sometimes the next kin wants something, the sister don't want, or the cousin don't want. But we don't work like that. It's what the next of kin, our client, want.
Okay. Now, when
And
go ahead.
and about snitching, I haven't heard that term used with our organization because a life telling about who killed somebody is not snitching
Right
at
on.
all. Period. People have that excuse, so they don't have to go public themselves because they are afraid their name would be used in police reports or whatever. But if people think justice for Michiana, turning over evidence that come into our phone number or emails or contact, if that's snitching, oh well, who cares what they think?
Exactly, because you're here to help.
Help.
That's what you're here to do,
And
to help
I
the
think
families.
people don't realize what mothers. I never lost a child, and I knock on some wood, thankful, because my kids' life, not no better than somebody who get killed. But when I'm at that table, I can't tell a mother I feel your pain, but I can tell the mother I seen other mothers make it through.
Exactly.
And it's sad that one thing about before we talk about the pictures is when we take families in to the funeral home, we are there not to make a judgment, a call how the service should go. We are there to make sure the family adhere to what the director is saying. So it's been times that we get back home and a mother would call and say, he said this, didn't he? And I have to correct, no, that ain't what he said. Because when you're grieving, some stuff you take the wrong way or you don't adhere to it at all. So it's
Exactly.
very important. Families that go sit down at the table have somebody there. If it's not my organization, you have other organizations that can just be there as a support team. And you heard it yourself from Monica. What's her last name? Pam. I call her Mom Pam. She stated, man, I wasn't there when her daughter got killed, but what did Justice for Michiana do for her family? Her case was cold. It's back open. We email. I spent the whole day in Indianapolis with this family. And it's important because the police don't return people phone calls, but they're calling me back. They're going to call me back because they know I have no problem doing a press conference. I don't need ABC 57. I don't need 22 News out there doing our press conference. And a lot of people don't know I'm also a member of the NAACP. I don't really put that out there because what I do is from the heart. I don't care who I'm with. But if I'm in the NAACP, they have been at the table in different situations with me. And if somebody rises violated, I'm gonna stand up. People call me for school problems. I'm at the school. We didn't meet, and when we meet, NAACP at the table with me. So we get results. There's barely no case we ever done outside a homicide that the family wasn't okay with. And not every case you're gonna get okay, but you're gonna get something to make you feel like it was worth it.
Exactly. Now, that's one thing that me and you both actually have in common. I am a lifetime member of the NAACP as well.
Okay, I
So
see y'all.
Yeah,
I
a little
see y'all.
fun fact. I think I've been a member since I was 10 years old.
Oh wow! You got years on me.
Yeah, I've been a member for a long time, me and my brother. Due to my aunt, she's part of the NAACP as well, so she wanted to make sure we was part of it too.
Dang, you got that for your 10th birthday? I know you was mad, but it's good though.
You know, I ain't understand.
Auntie came with
Right.
with a piece of paper saying, "Welcome to the NAACP." You like, I don't want
Welcome.
this.
Welcome. What the hell is welcome? What is this?
But it's beautiful that you kept it going though. So
It is.
salute to
It
that.
is.
And
Definitely.
also, you know, I sit, I just ran for an office spot here, and I didn't really do campaign at all. And the number of votes I got was grateful, high for somebody who just didn't even campaign. So people
Mhm.
trust in me, and well, I'm gonna say now I'm running for mayor in 2024. So the haters get ready. I'm coming. So you heard it first right here on PGT.
Time.
So
Get it right.
don't say, man, he running. Y'all heard the first.
Y'all
right
heard it.
here.
Y'all heard it first on here.
And
Now,
go ahead.
Vernado, we know we got to get down and deep into the little dirt and everything.
Yeah,
We got to.
definitely.
I want to read this first, though. This is how it all got kicked off by somebody sending me this. He's not the guy you should have speaking on your platform because he's not a good look for anyone's platform, not even his own. I wouldn't speak with him about the death of my dog. That's what she said.
Poor little dog.
So I'm like, oh my gosh, this woman ain't playing. She's serious. Like, I mean, my heart just dropped.
What kills me would be that same person would call, say, my electric is off. Can you guys help me? My water is off, and my kids can't take a hot shower, or I have no food. Can you do a referral? So those
You
are
help with
what
all
we
that.
did. Yeah, we are tours for ties. Last year we did 760 applications, and over
Wow.
1,200 kids was happy for Christmas.
Wow.
And we had people calling, and what's so bad was Clifton French. Everybody know he's a media outlet like I am.
He wrote me as well.
Okay, we're gonna talk about him in a little bit, but he was calling. We had a flyer out, Justice for Michiana with Miss Vita. We was doing the applications on Thursdays and Tuesdays at the library. He seen that and called Sergeant Luris. Y'all don't take my word. Call Sergeant Luris tomorrow. Ask him. The man say, "What's wrong with him? We don't care about your past." And we said, you know what? Just tell him we not doing anything with you guys. But we was, and we because I felt bad that the sergeant of the Marines was getting a phone call from this Clinton French, who's the uncle of Tim Corbett, a racist officer. And
Allegedly.
man, I said that not with me. Say Vernado say he's racist. Ain't no alleged to me. Y'all come on, type it in those comments. Say I'm not lying. But anything I say, you know, I'm good. Put names on. So yes, don't say alleged with Vernado. That's PGT say alleged.
Yes, PGT time have to say allegedly.
Right.
But we all know that got Tasha Green. So
Right.
allegedly. Now I want to get into Diamond's question. We were talking about forgiveness. Jason actually was.
Is he on here or you have
on here?
Okay.
Yeah, on here. Jason was just talking about forgiveness, and she said forgiveness, the forgiveness, and then she came back and said this: should the families forgive him? We should forgive him for taking pictures of the deceased and showing them to other people. I think not.
So here goes.
Please tell us about that.
Yes, can you leave that up because I don't want to miss anything she said.
There you go.
So should the family forgive me? It's strange because out of 40 plus families, you only got 2 people that don't live in Southbend that live outside that Tim Corbett contacted. I'm gonna say if I was in their shoes, I'd probably be like, yeah, let's sue him. Because I don't know the truth. I'm just going by what this white man is saying. But the families that we bring on, that we have served, even almost 6 months ago, I contacted several families. I said, hey, justice was served in your daughter or son case, and it's time to move the photos out from their system we use. Do you want those photos? And some family wanted them, and some family didn't want to see their loved ones like that, and we discarded them for life. One reason I want to stay here first. Should we forgive him for taking photos of the deceased? The photos wouldn't be taken if they don't sign. I'm gonna go grab one, but if they don't sign the consent form, the photos don't get taken. So
I got a question, and I
sure,
don't
go ahead.
and I don't know if you're going to get into it or not. And I apologize if I'm jumping the gun, but why are we taking the photos in the first place?
Okay, I'm glad you asked that.
Hold on. Before you answer that, let me read this. Okay, let me read this. This was judge approves protection order against activists for stalking, harassing a woman. Okay, but when you go further, we're gonna talk about that too. But when you go further down on this article, it says nude picture scheme. Malone, which is you, Vernado. Malone is the owner/founder of a nonprofit called Justice for Michiana. The organization was created to help the families of homicide victims with funeral arrangements. Malone had a partnership with Alfred's Mortuary and was given access to take hundreds of nude pictures of dead bodies at the facility. Malone would then share those photos with strangers, friends, and family members. Two families of the deceased who had nude pictures taken are currently suing Malone and Alfred's Mortuary. The Indiana Attorney General's office has also opened up an investigation. Now go ahead on.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring my camera back up.
I'm about to say, did he just go off the camera?
All that for that's for
No, you ain't finna hide out on us now. So, Diamond, I hope you're still here so that you can, hear what he got to say. Like I always tell y'all, if this y'all first time watching my show, first of all, thank you. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But I'm not here to judge. I can't judge nobody. Okay, I have not known Vernado all my life to judge him, and I don't judge people. At least I try not to sometimes.
I was gonna say, even if I've known him for a minute and he's done whatever he has done, still never my place to judge. I mean,
now sometimes we judge. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it just slips out. In situations. But as far as just definitely judging somebody, I don't want to deal with them no more because, excuse me, because of what somebody else said or all that stuff. Nah, you ain't gonna get that over here at Peachy Tea Time. But go ahead.
It's good, guys. It's good. And we're not going to really talk about the two pending case, but I went to bring documents so you guys can see. And this document right here is one of the families she asking, should they forgive me, right? Can y'all see that?
No, we can't see it. Hold on.
It's an autopsy report of a
Hold
deceased.
on. I want them to be able to really see it, so I'm gonna pull me and Jason down for a second to make the screen. There you go.
You good? I got you.
So this is Denise Garcia autopsy report, and you see I have it stapled. The next piece of information say release of information, and down here the next of kin sign it. I'm going the wrong way, I guess.
Well, we don't need to see the signature of the folks. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's signed by the next of kin. Now here goes the best paperwork ever that we make sure we have on every case.
Consent of photo taking. Hereby, excuse me, hereby give justice for
No, no,
Michiana.
no, 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 no. It's a I. I don't know if you can see that
I,
the
and then
next.
the person hereby give justice for Michiana consent to take any and all photos before and after embalming of the deceased. Then the name at such and such funeral home and release said funeral home of any claims. I understand no one will have access to the photos but the funeral home and the founder of Justice of Michiana. So, yeah,
So,
bring us back up, Jason. So,
yep,
that doesn't still say that you can show your friends, strangers, and family members.
correct. So friends, family don't get to see them unless they want to be part of the organization because it's a training process. Not everybody can come in and do what we do. Even some of my staff, I'm like the face of the organization, right? But it's people behind me that does different things. Some are boots on the ground, and some don't be at the crime scene. Some can't go take photos or take families to see their loved ones. So those are training. How did the photos get leak out? Right, it came from a funeral home that we went to. We was gonna partner with, and he gave the photos to Tim Corbett.
Sure.
So really, we had a family, Mr. Davis, who asked. Vernado Malone had consent from me about my son photos. But my thing is, why do Tim Corbett or anybody else have them physically? And after that time, things just started to die down from him. If you notice, you don't see Tim Corbett saying Vernado Malone name no more. But he's saying his clown French to do say stuff. And that's
Sure.
why a lawsuit has been filed.
So without going into deep detail, why are the pictures being taken in the first place?
Just like that young lady, Denise Garcia, was found in the middle of the street on Riverside, dead, 4 o'clock in the morning. The next day, we became involved with the case, and the next of kin, signed for the photos release. And her mother is a DA out of California. She flew in. We met. We talked. She wanted to go talk to her homicide herself because that's what she do back home. She's a DA. And we met back up, and she was like, it's just so strange. Like, my daughter was thrown out of a car in the rain, and, the police said there's no markings on her whatsoever, and it's going to be hard to solve this case. And I say, the police said, what? And she repeated that there wasn't no markings on her. She did have markings on her from a taser. She had scrapes on her. She had all type of markings.
Okay, so basically, you're taking pictures of those markings after the body has arrived to the funeral home, so then that way you can further help the case when it's in court at that point.
Not help the case when it's in court to make sure that justice is served. Like in this case, it didn't make it to court, but we do our own investigation. So those is our record. So if something like this did come up, and it did come up, we show the family the photos, and she say, "Can you take me to see my daughter?" She wanted to see live, and the markings on her match our photos. And she immediately went back to see Steve Richmond and asked, why did you lie to me about my daughter?
So is there a chance, and that's kind of where I'm helping out all these other questions that are kind of being formulated and thoughts, because I'm new to exactly how you do your thing and your Justice for Michiana actually, you know, put things together. So is there a chance that you're potentially showing, you know, these photos to someone else that's not really correlating with the agenda that you have, and it's just a random person? What would be the odds that you are showing random people these photos?
Oh, none. I think that came out through Tim Corbett. I mean, if you sell a story and somebody buys it, it's on them to buy it.
Understood.
Now, did you say, or did maybe I didn't hear you correctly? Did you say that with that people, when they come to help Justice for Michiana or Justice of Michiana, they've never been through what you guys are going through? So do you have to show them some of the pictures, being that they have to start going to these crime scenes and stuff? Could
Yes,
that be?
the photos become Justice for Michiana property.
So
Understood.
you
Yeah.
could do whatever you want to do
We
with
can
them.
do
That's what you're
whatever
saying.
we want with them, but out of respect. And I mean, I've been in the emergency field, as you know, since the age 14. So I'm not new to this. He came out that I was selling these photos on the Black Web. I never entered Black Web website before. But you talking about a person who was caught on 911 audio being racist. So his followers gonna buy his story. My people don't have to buy my story. They can ask the families who we deal with. We have families that come back and say we need help because our uncle or whoever passed away, and just because it's homicide, we still give them that price as well.
Hold on one second, Vernado. Do we have a visitor that would like to come up? I know you can hear me down there.
Is it Antoine?
22?
Yeah, you bring him up.
Okay, I'm finna bring you up, 22. It look like you could be back there smoking. If it's a cigarette, it's good. It's good if it's a cigarette. If it's something else, I'm gonna pull you back down. But we finna go ahead and bring up our visitor. Here he goes.
So he been a supporter, and
hey, 22.
Hey, how y'all
Put
doing?
some clothes on, 22.
I'm at the comfortability of my home.
Oh Jesus! Look, we got so many folks on here. They gonna try to date you probably. Y'all pay attention. Pay attention, y'all. Pay attention. Blind. Put your blinders on. Okay. But go ahead, 22. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I ain't know who you was. I'm like, is he trying to come up? Is he not trying to come up? But thank you so much for joining us. How do you know Vernado?
Oh, long family friend for many years.
Good. Do you have any problems as far as when you hear, because I'm sure you hear things about Vernado out there in these streets?
Oh yeah, for sure. But
and does it affect you?
I know him personal though. He ain't what everybody trying to crack up to be. People just riding the wave.
Okay.
And I know this personally. He ain't gonna do nothing but try to help any way he can.
I talked to maybe, hey Sandra. I talked to maybe 4 people today who I've never talked to before ever, and all 4 of them had the same exact comment to say about Vernado, which is all he wants to do is help people.
All you want to do is help. Everybody's just following the wave.
Now, we may have some older people on here that may not know what follow the wave mean. I know what it means, but they may not know.
They just following what they hearing, so they go with it and they say the same thing.
Exactly. Now,
it's kind of like telephone. Somebody starts something that sounds totally in. At the 26 people, it sounds totally different. By the end of the, by the time we get to the end of the crowd, it sounds different. So all the stories is mixed up. But you got to go to the source nowadays.
Exactly.
People don't do that.
I do have this one question, right? And it kind of like just popped into me, right? So, off the top of your head, how many families have you helped?
As of today, we have helped 79 families.
Okay, 79 families, and out of those 79 families, there's probably hundreds of photos that have been taken of each family member, right?
And those counts go from domestic battery all the way down to school issue with kids.
Sure.
So
sure.
if we're talking about photos, I would say probably estimate off the top maybe 20 families out of them.
20 families, right? So still hundreds of photos. So we may be
Yeah.
in the hundreds and thousands of photos at this point, and it seems to be
Usually.
some people are hanging on to just one incident than multiple. Is this something that's reoccurring to you and your establishment, where you guys aren't as tight at the seams as you should be? Like, is there any ways that there are loose seams in your establishment that causes these types of issues?
No, and not every homicide we believe that we should be there. Some homicides may be a conflict of interest. Some may just be like, we ain't dealing with that family.
Sure enough.
So there's been times we didn't deal with a homicide, but we done like a balloon release or something from the family.
Okay. 22, is there anything else you want to say before I bring you back down?
No, I'm all right.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. And make sure you continue to watch, and please subscribe to my channel on YouTube.
Okay.
Bye.
Y'all take care.
Thank you for coming up. So I can get a better understanding, and even some of the people that may be in here that think of Justice for Michiana as one way or another, help me understand a little bit more, because now that you spoke on everything of, we've helped families from A to Z, from domestic violence to bullying at school to gun violence and murder, whether we bring in absolute justice from the legal system, or some sort of closure for the family, or reopening cases. What is it that, where's the misguided thoughts of others on Justice for Michiana? Why aren't people connecting the dots to the work that you're doing? What is it that's causing the mishap here?
Education part of what we do, how we do it, why we do it. And I'm sure if we just ask some watcher, what do Justice for Michiana does, they couldn't name, but probably homicides. And we far from just doing homicide cases.
Understood. Miseducation. Misunderstanding. Good call.
I did tell everybody, and Vernado, you knew this. I did tell everybody that from Southbend, if you want to call in, give your opinion, voice your opinion, this would be the only time they can do it. Whatever. We did agree to that, correct?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
That was another reason I asked for the phone line, because you have, I think Michelle's just posted something. Don't sit behind the emails and talk. It's time. Use this platform to ask.
It's time.
It's time. And,
so I'm going to read what Pretty Boss has to say. Pretty Boss had a lot to say. She got a lot of comments on here, and she's not too happy. So Pretty Boss, if you want to call in, if you want to come up on the panel, the link is in the chat on YouTube. All you do is click it, or you can call in on the number. She said, you showed one of my family members and didn't know that the person you showed you didn't know was related to the deceased. Then she says, she's talking to Michelle. At Michelle, if it was your family member, etc., you would be mad too. Then she says, he's not helping shit. He's not bringing justice. He did, and I know for a fact. He did it, and I know for a fact. Now, like I said, my platform is for people to come on here and voice their opinions. I cannot judge, but I can say this. Each person that I talked to today have said the first thing that came out their mouth was, he is helping people. So he's helping bring in some type of justice. So, Vernado, how did you feel about that? Because we got
I'm about names, so don't send me a question without using name. Who was your family member? Just I use name. Out of,
and if you want to call in, you can call in.
And at the same time, I need name, so I can't speak on something why that person maybe was shorn. If there was a family member, maybe they had consent for them to see it. So I don't know. So, but again, I see she said, "Oh, he's not helping shit," right? That's her opinion, and
exactly
like I tell Martin Luther King marched for us to have our opinions. So that's
has something to say. Amanda Lynn, she said, if he'd at least admit that he did wrong, take responsibility for it, for what you did, apologize and correct it in the future, but all he does is deflect. Vernado, what is they talking about?
I guess she's saying she think I should apologize to the family. Never.
For the picture?
I do that. The consent is not the family, it's the next of kin.
Okay. Kenneth Brown said, back up off my bro. That what Kenneth Brown said.
You know him, but thank you. Okay.
Lisa. Hey, Lisa. She said, too many people are out to stop him.
And that's what I love. I want them to keep trying because my daughter got that master's because she kept going. It was people who wrote her off, but she kept going. So write me off. I'm keeping going.
And that's one thing I admire about you. With all the hate, with all the people, I mean, it was even white folks, y'all. It was even white people reaching out to me. Jason, don't laugh, Jason.
Right.
It was even white people reaching out to me, y'all, trying to tell me not to have him on my show. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Ashley Dixon said, continue the good work.
Thank you, Ashley. And I want to read something. I'm not going to put her out there unless she just type in the comment it was me. But let me bring up what she sent. And when she sent it, I say, wow. It made me work harder.
Exactly. While you looking it up now?
Yes, I am.
Okay, while you're looking it up, to each and every person that's new, I always have to say that because we got a lot of people in the building today. For those that is not aware, I am also a radio host. It's an internet-based radio station called Hits 92.3 Atlanta, and I interview independent artists. They come to my show, and in turn, I also play their music during my show as a talent. This young lady came in on Saturday, so what I do is I play their music for the week. So we're gonna go ahead and get into Miss Nunu Jones freestyle. So I gotta do it, y'all. I gotta do it. The girl, she killing it. Don't worry, she killing it, and it's short too. So we'll be right back. Here we go.
I'm from New York. Twisted cap, pop the cork. Cardi sitting on my face, got me looking like a dork. Baby spitting is my sport, washing bitches like a chore. He a scammer but a Christian, so he drip me in Dior. I know that I'm a mill, but that don't mean you gotta bite me. Invest in my career if you keep saying that you like me. He calling me a plumber cause I stay under his pipe piece. I'm looking for a boss, not a flashy dressing hype piece. They calling me a bitch because I say what I want. I be mixing up my fashion, Louis Yves Saint Laurent. And my body sitting next, ain't have to pay for this trunk. Real bitches in the back because the fakes always front. Having fun with all this money like it's Play-Doh. He call me his Beyonce, but you'll never see my halo. Okay though, easy on them bitches after smoking on this J-Ho. Chasing coins like Mario, ain't got no time for games though. I hate when motherfuckers talk to me like bitches owe them shit. This ain't nothing new, you better act like you know what it is. Feeling like a wizard, at how I'm birthing bitches with my pen. Ducking through the bullshit with a nasty flow like Little Kim. Damn, hot hoe, bitch, here we go again. My asthma got me wheezy, but I'm steady going in. I'm clutching on this Draco while I'm driving through the six. He keep moving like a bitch, I got the tools to get him fixed.
Right, we are back. We are back in the building. Y'all, hey, they pay, okay? They pay. So I gotta play their music, okay? I gotta get it in. My
Right
husband in the
then.
background, like, I thought we said we weren't gonna do this. No, I have to. It's a must. So that was Nunu Jones. Y'all can catch her on all platforms. Bernardo, go ahead and say what you got to say.
All right, so I'm not gonna say the person's name unless she just type in that's what's me. She said, "You are very real. I admire that. You are so misunderstood how the white media portrays you. But I see the black strong man, the fight, the justice. You are not afraid to do what it takes. I stand with you in a light of ways. I do owe you that."
Wow.
So when I got that, I had to like meditate on that for real. And I did immediately respond because so many of my color is against what we do. And it's sad that the next culture would support me better than my own race. And that's the problem in Southbend, Indiana. People don't stand together as a whole and say, "Hey, let's talk about."
I spoke with a gentleman today, and he said that you helped him. I was admired by him because number one, he was on vacation, y'all.
Can you say
And
his
I
name
called
or no?
Johnny. His name is
Okay.
Johnny. And Johnny was literally on vacation. And he still talked to me. And he told me, he said, so many people dislike him. So many. He said, I have not one bad thing to say about him. He said, you helped him. He said he damn near carried me when I lost my son to suicide.
And he lost his son to suicide, the root at suicide, and his name Johnny Ray Davis' father. If you from South Bend, his son was found in a truck at CVS, completely decomposed. He was decent.
Wow.
Man, it was crazy. But
yeah, he's gonna
my
come
funeral home,
on the show.
yes, we definitely gonna have him, and he gonna let people know. And the crazy part is when he do come on, he gonna show and tell people how, man, they wouldn't give me information, the video camera. He got that from me. I came
Wow.
down there, like, people don't understand. The police and or CVS or Mars, Walmart just not giving you no cameras footage.
Nope.
But
And
guess
you
who?
was able to go down there and get the footage from them?
Yes.
Y'all better put y'all pride aside. Y'all better quit being mean, not liking him. I understand what he did as far as the pictures. Okay, because that seemed to me, it seemed like that's really the only thing besides, we have a phone call, y'all. We got a phone call. Hold on. Thank you for calling Peachy Tea Time. Oh, there we go. Thank you for calling Peachy Tea Time. Hey, Mama Peach.
It's Mama Peach. I don't understand why it's so much hate. Hey.
We can hear you.
Can't hear her.
Yes.
I don't understand why so much hate going against this black man that's out there taking his time, reaching out, trying to help other people. And so I don't understand why it's so much hate, especially when it comes to black folks hating against other black people.
Exactly.
And you can't get the police to do their job, and he's reaching out to try to help out. But I just want to tell him to keep doing the good work. because God is going to bless you even more than those haters.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much, Mama.
Thank you, Mama Peach. Thank you. Those words was powerful because
All right.
just today,
All right. Bye-bye.
just today, Mama Peach, Clifton French attorney say, how do you run an organization with your income? I say, God. And he didn't understand that.
Wow. Wow. Does it bother you? And I mean, I know you just said that, you block it out and all that, but internal, does it bother you that these black people is so against what you're doing?
Not really, because maybe if the black people was the ones who got me where I'm at today, I probably been like, man, my own people. But it's the white man who got me where I'm at today. It's the black funeral homes who we had to cremate over 15 bodies because they say, oh, you can't use nobody Medicaid. It's the black funeral home in South Bend who's told me this. But the white man said, you go take this information back. And I did, and we've been using people Medicaid to bury them. So it don't really affect me because I expect, that's what I expect, the black man. I'm more hurt when a white person says something negative than my own color.
Wow.
I do have a question. How long have Justice for Michiana been doing its thing?
On Father's Day, it'd be 3 years when
3
the
years.
police killed my best friend. It started that same day. So every Father's Day is his death anniversary and the anniversary of Justice for Michiana.
Okay. The call-in number is up. It is 470-519-0766. I do see that some people was asking for the call-in number. So it is up on the screen. Please feel free to call in, y'all. Call in. He want to talk to y'all. As long as you be respectful. That's all.
I do see Mr. Brown, Kenneth Brown. He said, I don't know these BLM members, but I do see Mr. Malone in the community. So I don't think you wasn't on. I told a little bit about my background, but I'm an ex-member of the Black Lives members in South Bend. And I respect what they do, but I feel like I'm not chasing a case outside of South Bend when my own city is hurting. I do go different states, but South Bend ain't gonna. Even at your anniversary, you seen they were reaching out to me to come home because a 5-year-old was shot. But
exactly,
I was a member of Black Lives Matter of South Bend, but they say they don't deal with the police, and I have to deal with the police. I have to take families down there and talk to them. So I just removed myself and built my organization stronger.
Okay. Now, anybody y'all want to call in? Feel free to call in. We still got the phone lines open. Miss Barbara said, "Hey, Auntie, I love you too, boo." She said they hating on him because they hate to see our peoples doing anything good. They think our peoples are all bad, so that's how they look at us. We are the only race that can't come together. We have a caller. Thank you for calling Peachy Tea Time.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Doing fine. My name is Michelle Stevens. I live in South Bend. I know Mr. Vernado. I want to say, hey, listen, everybody has a past. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But that's the biggest problem with South Bend right now. Vernado started Justice for Michiana. When somebody gets shot, he will be the first person on the scene. And I stay on his page because I like to know what's going on in the community. I got cousins here. I got kids here. He'll
post up, before the actual news will post up. And I go to the scene because I know he's there.
Mm-hmm.
And for him to put himself in the midst of it, he was actually at one of the scenes we had on the 4th Street not that many months ago, not a few months back, but he was there at the building during, I believe it was the repass or something. Somebody got a shooting right there. He was right in the midst of that. So, they keep saying, oh, he did this, he did. Don't even bring that here. He reached out to you all for the platform of trying to help these families and get the word out there about Alexis Morales, about different ones. Why would they contact you? Oh, he this. That's crabs in the barrel type mentality.
Exactly.
That's all that is. That's all that is. Crabs in the barrel. Because guess what? Oh, he showed these pictures. He showed these pictures. Everybody keeps saying that. Who are these people he showed the pictures to? You're not coming forward. Nobody's saying names. If you're not saying names, you're not coming forward. Switch that. It doesn't even matter.
There you go.
Because I can't say Peachy Tree threw a brick through my window. My neighbor across the street saw her. No. It's got to be direct. So because you want to be third party and you don't want to say any names, hush it, shut it, move it right along. I appreciate everything Vernado's doing. I've known him. I used to go to them clubs back when I was about 17, 18. He always showed me love. I ain't never had a bad day with him. If they want to continue to, and that's what's wrong with Southbend now. One of the main reasons we got so much violence here, so many haters here, so many people worry about my past. Hell, I did stuff when I was younger. I did stuff. So I'm supposed to be looking over my shoulder and worried about people bringing it back up. No, moving forward. That's why Southbend is in a dark cloud like we're in, because people do not know how to move forward.
Exactly. Well, I appreciate you for giving us a call. I really do.
Thank you. What's her name? I'm sorry. I didn't
know how to call. I was like, oh my God, I got called. I figured they were going to get started because Vernado's name has been out when he started the Justice for Michiana, his name was out there, and people I think they got upset and wanted to bring out, oh, he did this, because they weren't the ones who thought of that idea.
Exactly.
People, this how they contacting you, because he's on the Peachy Tree platform. Why did they contact you themselves to put all the missing girl and the other families? Why did they contact you themselves? It took for him to contact you.
Yeah, you are so right. And when I tell you, people, even after the show, people kept calling my phone and everything. I mean, they were very upset, but that's not going to stop me from what I'm doing. It's not going to stop Vernado, and it's not going to stop Jason.
Thank you so much, because while you don't have to agree with his lifestyle, they don't have to agree with his lifestyle. Whatever, who cares? Who knows? I don't know what he's doing. Nobody really knows. We don't have to agree with it. But I will say, I'm 47 years old. I live in Southbend, and I do agree with the Justice for Michiana.
Exactly.
We can't, whatever he does behind closed doors, we can't give an account of that. That's his walk with Christ. That's between him and God. I know people mad. Okay, by this contact the Peachy Tree, because they say he showed pictures. What is going to do?
Exactly.
Whatever's done is done. So now we're talking about the problem, and let's figure out a solution. That's the biggest issue. People want to talk about the problem, but they don't want to talk about how do we come up with a solution.
Exactly. And what's your name again, caller?
My name is Michelle Stephen.
Michelle. This is Michelle. Okay, Vernado, he didn't hear your name at the beginning. Well, Michelle, thank you so much for calling in. I really appreciate it.
You're so welcome.
And thank you for supporting.
I love your platform. I love what you all are doing.
Thank you.
I'm excited to subscribe to your channel. I'm excited to hear, because I get to hear about my people. I want to know what's going on, positive or going towards a positive note with my people. I love it.
Thank you so much. And that's what we're here for. That's exactly what we're here for. And thank you so much.
People, I love it that you're reminding them. Please remind them every episode, you're here for this. what's right in front of us.
I sure will, Michelle. I sure will. Thank you so much for
Thank you.
calling, and I hope you have a wonderful night.
You too. You have a blessed night. God bless you all.
Bless you as well.
And
Bye.
you just heard from Michelle about an incident that took place at the old kickback in South Bend, if people know where that's at. A shooting did take place. Grown-ups was running, leaving little kids out there, and I'm in the middle of gunfire, right? Things like that people don't hear of.
Mm-hmm.
You got grown-ups leaving the scene, leaving kids out there. Like, nah. I'm not Superman or nothing like that. A bullet hit me, could kill me just like the next person.
Exactly.
But it's the loyalty
Yeah.
of what I started, and I do it not because of me, but because of the person I was my friend, Eric Logan. This organization wouldn't have even maybe started. And I remember being in my pastor office, and he said, "You have to, be a voice." And I said, "I'm gonna start an organization." He like, "What you gonna name it?" And Justice for South Bend came out just like that, and we grew. And when I became 501 C, it was the perfect time to change the name, and that's how we became Justice for Michiana, because we in Michiana and we wherever you call me, we coming.
I know that's right. I want to read a few comments out here.
Sure.
BG in the building.
Snap.
Hey BG, what'd you say?
I just got it.
You just got what?
I was wondering, like, what is this Michiana? But it's Michigan and Indiana put the wow. Okay,
Wow.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Wow.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say right now is thank you, Jason, because I didn't know either. I didn't know either.
Yo, I just
Whoever
got
just
it.
called in, please call back. Please call back.
Actually, before the person calls in, I really have been thinking this over, reading through the comments, and really trying to get a better understanding of who Vernando is, like in a whole, from the person that I'm meeting and learning, show by show, and then briefly getting this telephone thing here, like 22 were saying, is like getting information from others isn't giving me full understanding of who you are. I know you can't talk about the 2 pending cases that you have coming up, but besides the black and white and the hate on this and the hate on that, you have to like really give me an understanding of why people aren't liking you. Like what are you doing outside of this community and outside of whatever you got going on with Justice for Michiana? What are you doing that's causing so much heartache and pain? Because all I've seen in the last month and a half is that we've brought some kind of closure, better understanding to at least 10 families. So what is it that like at the end of the day, when you see that one, if I were to just be the first time meeting you and I seen like 10 families finding some kind of closure or being helped through a process, I'm like, dude, this dude is really doing this thing. Why is it that they go, you know what, forget all that, that's a lie, he's lying, forget that, I don't care what he's doing right there, he's got this going on right now and he's a piece of and all this other stuff? Like, what is it that your personality is bringing off that's causing this? Can you answer that?
I think Michelle answered that for us. That when I started my organization, the police were like, "Man, this dude used to be the worstest house in South Bend. My mom's house was the worstest house, 1143 Huey Street, where the police would take many guns out of our house every day, not every other day, every day." I think people look at like, man, he started something that nobody ever thought about doing, and ever. I came straight home from prison within a year, started a major organization here. Is jealous. And one thing about my organization, if you ever see somebody part of this, you can say the real. My staff don't get paid. They're mothers themselves.
Wow.
We it's about the heart. Like people say, I can't come, I ain't getting paid. Good,
right?
Because
so what I'm getting is what I'm
And we have
kind
a
of
caller
understanding.
on the phone too, y'all.
And we're gonna get right to him. I just finishing the thought.
Mhm.
Thank you, caller, for holding on, and you're definitely gonna be able to speak your piece. So what I'm gathering is a lot of people bringing in your past, things that you've done that are on record, and things that you may have or may not have done currently in your role, but they're not seeing all the great things you have done already. Like, is that what I'm kind of understanding?
It's just like messy people just want to keep something going, be a piece, a mouth,
Okay. Caller, how are
All
you?
right, caller, it's on you. Who are we speaking with?
It's Kenneth Brown from Southbend.
Okay, Mr. Dennis Brown.
No, Kenneth.
Kenneth
Okay.
Brown. I'm sorry, Kenneth Brown.
Yeah.
Okay, well, go ahead. You got the floor.
And Brother Malone defense, a bad name will follow you. A bad name will follow you no matter how much good you do in the community.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things I appreciate about him, when he's out in the field on these things, I don't have to wait till the news come on. I can just follow his page. He brings a lot of awareness to the community. No matter what he have done in the past, I did things in the past that I'm not proud of, but that don't stop his ambition, his goal. A lot of people in the Bible, Paul was one of the people that was killing before his name was changed to Paul. He was Saul, and he was persecuting the church. Thought he was doing a good thing, but he changed. So anybody can change. So while they downing him for something that may have happened or may have not happened, it's ridiculous. And he do a great work in the community I'm in.
Wow. Well, I appreciate that, Kenneth. I really, really appreciate that.
Can I say something, Mr. Malone?
Of course.
Now, if he was that same brother that was still had to hook up in the community,
the next tale. Go ahead and say it. The next tale.
Passing out phones, the community would love him. But because he's doing something positive, and we in a community of so much evil, that's why they hate him.
You better say it. You better say it, Mr. Kenneth Brown. If he was out there selling y'all them phones, y'all love him. That's what Mr. Kenneth Brown said.
Real talk.
But now he's doing something positive for the community.
If I can say that, can I say Dooney again? If he was Dooney,
come on,
y'all would love him.
And I'm gonna say this with him on the phone.
If he was still Dooney, they would love him.
Dooney. And if I'm somewhere in public and somebody be like,
and
"Hey,
I don't even
Dooney,"
know him that well, but I do know the history.
Yes.
All right.
So,
well, thank you so much, Mr. Brown, for calling in.
All right, thank y'all and be blessed.
Thank you. You the same. We want to make sure we give other people time to call in just as well.
Yeah, come on, call in. But he did say something positive. If I was Dooney with the phones, with the gas car, gas $4.50. You know my price right now would only been $2.50 to fill up, right? Back in the days when Dooney was out there. But when I came home, started this organization out of respect of my friend and his mother, I had to also remember a promise I made to the lady who raised me, who the feds kept me from her funeral. And it was, I would never return back to prison for a crime.
Wow.
So when he said if I was still doing the cell phones or whatever, yes, people would love me. Still to this day, people see me be like, "Hey, Dooney," and be with somebody, and I'll be like, "Oh, that's my twin." I'm not him. They'll be like, "I didn't know he had a twin," and we walk off. They'll be like, "Nah, that person is a fool to eat." Like exactly.
Now I want to go back to BG. BG said, "I already shared my experience with the host. A homicide detective hung the phone up in my face and refused to investigate my loved one's case. Unbelievable pain.
Where
His
is
killer,
BG?
BG, is in Cali.
Okay.
She's in Cali. His killer is free to kill again. Wish someone cared to help my family. This is why I support this channel, because we didn't get justice or a media outlet. So basically what she's saying is she wish she had a Vernado. She wish she had a peachy tea time back then. And BG, you know me, you already spoke on that. Now you still can come. You still can come and
And
tell
what
your
I
loved
would
one's
say
story.
to BG is inbox me, and Justice for Michiana gonna see what we can do to bring some answers to your family.
There
We
you
come
go.
in California.
Okay, I got one more.
No, you can ask as many questions you want, Jason.
Now, for you to get, the police to look at particular cases or reopen or find, do you find that you have to have a strong personality to do that? Like you can't take a no and then walk away and be like, well, we tried that time. Do you find yourself having to have a very thick skin and or strong personality to like get the ball moving? Like you're moving stones at this point. Like, is that safe to say?
It is safe, even with some cases the police was already told the family no or whatever. But when we come in, it's a whole different attitude with different answers.
Gotcha.
And I'm no better than the next man, but I hold a media pass and very vocal with the mayor. And I want to tell people, shout out to the mayor here in South Bend. A lot of people say, well, he's not out here at the crime scene. He can't take his white ass in the black neighborhoods. They're going to kill him. But he got, y'all say give the black people that grant money. Y'all remember saying give the black people that grant money? Put black people in office. He done what y'all said. That's still no change. Boots on the ground, homicide. You don't see the people who just got all that grant money out at the crime scenes or even at prayer vigil. You don't see them. So you see Justice for Michiana, and we did get that grant money. We did apply for that grant money this year because it's from the heart. We don't need $7,000 take care of 3 funerals.
And
Wow.
I appreciate that, and I love what you guys are doing. But again, I feel like you didn't quite answer that for me.
Okay, go ahead.
When we're talking about you and your personality, so whether it's you or whether it's someone else in the Michiana camp, Justice for Michiana camp, would you say that you guys have a strong personality to get answers that normally others wouldn't get, even if they are other activists that are in the community?
Yes, I believe we do. It's been times the police may again tell the family no, and when we come in, like I teach my kids, if they deny your food stamps, appeal it. That's ain't
Okay.
who are they. So yes, I'm a person. You tell me no, we going all the way to the Supreme Court.
Understood. Now do you
Sorry,
feel
y'all.
that some of the people that are not necessarily negative, but not having a full understanding of who you are and what Justice for Michiana purpose is, can see it being overbearing and pushy?
Definitely, I think pushy as they or us.
Both. I mean, however
Okay,
it's
but
taken, because right now I think a lot of people are taking you guys, as being a little much or maybe not enough. I don't know. I'm not in South Bend.
So on that, I would say that it's times like when we work with families with homicides, they don't have to call the funeral homes. They don't have to call the flower shop. They don't have to do this and that. We are the person.
So they reach out to you and y'all handle everything for them.
Right. And one thing I will say, we have our own funeral home that we deal with. We don't deal with nobody locally in South Bend. And we are planning to bring that funeral home here in South Bend soon. and it's over for everybody else once that happened. But some family feel like, oh man, the loved one body have to go 100 miles away to get, embalmed, prep, all the good stuff. I'm not gonna be able to see my loved one, and I tell them when their loved one body is at our first clock, ward and son, you're not seeing your loved one until the day before the funeral anyway. And I think it's to be fair, I could use her name. A lady does taxes. She lost her daughter here, and her daughter was like, "We want you involved to do everything," but the father had already spoke with Palmer's, and Palmer's told them all this bad stuff, and he's grieving, and he went with Palmer's, and I charged the family $25 to do the video at the service. And 2 weeks later, she called me to come pick up my check. And when I got there, she had a check for $400, I believe it was. And I said, I can't take this because that's not what we charge to her. It's 25. And she said, we are Christians. We have to be truthful with you. Palmer's had my daughter looking a hot mess. I said, yes, he did. People came to me with like, what's going on? Like, this is not my service. But I encouraged her to remember her daughter's memories. Can't nobody steal them. But it just shows that family can make the wrong decision. And once you with a funeral home and that service there, you already paid them their money, so ain't no recovering from it. Exactly. But people who don't use us, we have people who went to funeral homes and they say, hey, can we switch over to you guys? Sure. And we had the other way around. What's with us and switch over. So one thing I can just say, Peachy, is our service is unbelievable. The price is comparable. So just get you a $5,000 insurance policy if you don't have no insurance, and you're gonna be put away like you had a $25,000 policy.
There you go. There you go. Now, Crystal Johnson, we finna get into the comments. Crystal Johnson says people always speak of paying their debt to society when it comes to people who break the law. He has a past and is now contributing to helping victims of crimes get justice. Why is this a problem? Amanda said, exactly, Crystal. Michelle said, Southbend doesn't believe in giving people second chances, but these same people expect God to give them a second chance.
Wow.
Michelle, you better say it. You better say it.
She got her pastor degree now.
Yes, that's true. BG said, yes, Crystal, yes. Say that again, Michelle. Say it again. Oh, we got another caller. Here we go. Let me go ahead and bring them on in, y'all, and bring them on in. Oh, hold on, caller, are you there?
Hello, I'm here. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for asking.
May I have your name?
Oh, yeah, my name is C.
This is BG?
C.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I didn't understand it. I apologize. Okay. But thank you for calling in.
Absolutely. Yeah, so I just wanted to call because I have been, in a few groups with Fernando, and I actually witnessed the other night, like, him getting a call, at 3 a.m. to get out of his bed. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I actually witnessed him getting a call at 3 a.m. to get out of his bed and come to a crime scene. So as far as him being, like, the first person to show up, I can, like, attest to that. And I commend him for doing that because it's not a lot of people that will get up out of their bed at 3 a.m. to go to a crime scene and be with the family, and support the family in the hospital, while their loved one is, laying on their deathbed, and actually being a supportive person to them. And as far as, like, whatever he has going on in his past, that shit's past, and I feel like we should just leave that in the past. If he's apologized or paid his dues to that, let's just let that be that, and let's move forward, and let's try to get justice for these people that need justice. And that's all I wanted to say.
All right. Well, thank you so much for calling in, and keep watching Peachy Tea Time. Bye. All right, y'all. We probably gonna take like 2 more calls. So anybody, the next 2 callers that call in after that, then we will not be taking any more calls for the night.
And I think what she said, Peachy, was important. And Jason, when you asked that earlier, like, what do we do? Right? Those phone calls at 3 a.m. when I have to leave my 8-year-old, and if nobody here with my 8-year-old, guess what? My 8-year-old is with me at 3 a.m, 4 a.m. So,
wow.
like you said, people ain't, and the people who get in the $350,000 not coming out, but y'all don't complain about that, you know, and say, man, but if I show everybody in Southbend a dead body picture, what does that stop from making sure that family get justice?
You're right. I mean, but that's the thing. They don't want you to show the picture.
Right. I'm just saying, what if, right? Correct. But what if? We talking about what my organization does is to bring justice.
That's what your organization does.
Pam from Indianapolis didn't even know her, seeing her story, reach out. And still to today, we are in contact with that family and in contact with people who may be involved to say, man, come on, do the right thing. Sometimes it takes that extra person to convince people. So
exactly. Now let's go into some more of the questions before we end our show. BG said families should try and get life insurance if you can. Takes the strain off the living family members. And I preach that a lot on my show. It is so important. And if y'all, anybody here in Atlanta, y'all need somebody for life insurance, Jessica, she can hook you up. Okay? So just reach out to me and I'll send you to Jessica.
We got life insurance, Justice for Michiana, Miss Vita. She does life insurance. And you know what, Peachy, and I'm gonna keep it real. I'm out here dealing with death, helping families, and did not have life insurance myself. And
I ought to pull you down right now. How dare you?
I'm being real, because people say, "Oh, will he be real?" I seen people. We had to do GoFund, sell dinners, and I'm like, man, with my queen, Sequoia, or any of my kids, I don't want them to have to sell dinners when I die. And Miss Vita got me hooked up. I made my daughter get her and her kids. My secretary, Christina, we all got hooked up. And I called Miss Vita. I say, Miss Vita, I don't think they're taking the money for my insurance because I don't never hear nothing. And she called. She was like, "This come out every month, Vernado." That's how small it is. You don't even miss it. So, you know, if you want some insurance locally here in South Bend and you don't have nobody, call Justice for Michiana. Miss Vita would love to sit down with you.
It's important, y'all. Even on these babies. It probably won't be nothing but about $3, $2 or $3. Get the insurance and pay it. Don't just get it for a month or 2. Talking about you need your $2 to buy you some cigarettes. No.
Right. That cigarette
keep the insurance going. Jason, Jason is not asleep, y'all. Jason is laughing.
It's real, Jason. That insurance is real.
So let's get back to these comments and we finna get off of here. I want to say this one. Where did it go? Where did that question go? There it is. Some of these females are mad because he was pillow talking to them, but he left before daylight, baby.
It's
Hold
real,
on,
man.
hold
I'm
on,
gonna say
hold
this,
on, hold
Peachy.
on. It's a part two. It's a part two.
Oh, part two? Ooh.
Michelle, who was he pillow talking to, girl?
Jason.
Thank you. I just thought I'd reenact that moment. Thank you.
So
Get to talking.
well, with 13 kids, definitely was doing some pillow talking.
Really, nigga?
And
that wasn't me.
Seriously, that's husband. But seriously,
that was Jason.
All jokes aside, even some of the clients come in and be like, man, they want that pillow talk. And they will get it. They will get it. They will get it. So
but
don't
sit here and talk about justice for Michiana as far as the crime scenes
They're not
and all
coming
that.
over at 5 in the morning to talk about my water bill is due next week and can I get a grant or something. They're talking about knocking boots, as H-Town would say.
Now, are they mad because you did this? Jason, I had to. It was the perfect moment. I'm sorry, y'all. We are not taking this as a joke.
But seriously, she hit the target. She been around. She knows. She sees. Especially as being single, I can pillow talk to whoever. My clients, whoever, and some people like, oh, you talk to at time of need. No, they're talking to me at the time of need. I'll go talk to them. I mean,
Jason. Let her take this down. Why see this? Put that down.
But make sure you bring up Aisha Freeman comment.
Cute though.
Come on, y'all. Don't
Come on, right?
Sorry. Look at Jason blushing.
Hey, look, Fernando, bro. I'm thankful for you. Here's the thing. Fernando, I wholeheartedly say thank you for being so transparent to a lot of these people in the midst of the storm. You know what I'm saying? Like, not many people can do what you do, first and foremost.
You better say it.
But secondly, be able to take this type of heat and then continue to do what you do. You are truly a child of God. And without him, you would not have this strength to do so, because there are so many other different things that you have to navigate, from talking to police, being up 3 a.m, having your own family to deal with, and all of the energy that comes with that. You're still pouring yourself out to these other families that need you so much. Southbend, like any other inner city, has all of the same issues going on. And they may have activists that are in it 100% just like yourself, and they may have it for the glitz and the glam. I don't see you as a person having it for the glitz and the glam. I don't see you as a person that's just doing this because you want to be on social media and have pillow talk or whatever the case may be for that. I see you as a person, as like I said, I've met within the last month and a half, that's actually been putting in work. I've, like I said, talked to at least 10 different families that really needed just the story to be heard. Yeah. Right? We don't even have solutions yet to some of those stories that we had on here. Like, there's nothing. There's still cold stories. There's still cold cases, like no movement. But the simple fact that they were able to talk about their family, they talk about the loved ones that were lost, and get another eye on it, right? That's what Peachy Tea Time is all about. That's what Peachy News is all about, that we're allowing other people to see what has happened. And that's opened my eyes to, like, damn, it's really hurting over there. As a young kid from Detroit, I'm seeing, like, damn, that border it's crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? To see that. So out of everything that I'm saying, because I feel like I'm losing space here, I want to say thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you. There will be haters. There will be people that want to hold on to your past, and maybe even it might not be the past that you were in prison. It might not be the past that you had domestic violence. It might not be the past that you were a part of domestic violence as far as in putting and receiving. Like that's all. You've been transparent with us, right? That's no hidden shit right there, right?
Nope.
But the fact that you are helping families, people call you are up at 3 a.m. You are going to these crime scenes first. No one's watching local news because their story is going to misconstrue what's going on, where you're going to give your honest feedback of like, this is happening right now. I'm not going to say it was this person yet, but this is what's happening right now. And people can say, all right, well, how do we help you, Vernado, find justice for them and this immediate family, not the next of kin? So thank you again.
Thank you.
All
for
right.
those words.
Let me read Amanda Bell. Alexa, tell Vernado to stop pillow talking to these people.
Look, Amanda is in my clubhouse group, and yesterday, they had my Alexa doing whatever they said. That's why she's unplugged right now, because we wasn't doing that tonight. But it was funny last night. But I do want to thank everybody who came on tonight. And if we could do one more, I believe it was Alicia Freeman. Did you see that?
You see it, Jason?
Alicia Freeman, where was that?
It's in the comments somewhere.
And I'm just gonna show some pictures while Jason find the comment of Vernado. You probably was really pillow talking on this.
That picture there was me
like smooth OG, smooth operator.
helping a family.
Look at clean.
I'm sorry, guys. I guess I don't know what I'm looking for.
Alicia Freeman comment in the comments.
Alicia Freeman.
Yeah.
I see an Alicia Dixon. I don't see a Freeman.
No, is
it Alicia Dixon?
Freeman. No, Freeman last name.
No, I don't see it.
It might be around the middle. I just passed it.
Just for Michiana.
And that's our phone number. And what I do want to say, this year, you see, thank you. This year, what we are doing is more cold cases. So if you have families that was killed and you feel like your family's story wasn't heard because of metro homicide, reach out to us and let's do something. Let me try to, bring justice.
And Vernado, you also told me, because I was gonna talk to the group that I'm a part of. I'm a mom with an angel in heaven. You talked about actually going to different states and training them to do what you do.
Yeah, tell your people I'm waiting for them too.
Yeah, there she is, right? She's Auntie Barbara. I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you. Sorry.
Okay, Auntie Barbara. So you forgot to tell Auntie
Jason.
What?
How am I gonna bring it up on the show? Then say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you."
Forgot to say something, right?
But
Auntie
yes,
Barbara,
I would
I'm
love,
gonna call you Auntie.
To go down to Flint and link up with your Saginaw and link with your people. I met some of them at your party, so
you sure
I know
did.
I'm staying for the night, couple days. Auntie, can I come?
Auntie, you ready to come? And Flint, since you said Flint, you can stop there too.
Yeah,
I contact some of my people that got family in Flint too, so I contact them because they need the help just as well. Jason, you got some folks in Detroit, I'm sure. Still, I got peoples in Detroit. Yeah. We could get it going, get it cracking.
Make it. Hey, I am
absolutely.
I am having a breakfast date next week about bringing somebody new on to my team. And I'm excited because I believe this person heart is there, and she watching, so I'm not gonna spill the beans yet. But I think some are gonna be different.
Okay.
Some are gonna be different.
All right. Now the program that I'm with.
Wait, you took down the comment.
Which one? Does it getting juicy?
What no, from Freeman. Or did Jason have it?
Aisha. Yeah. I sure did. Jason, it was all the way at the top.
No, it was in the middle. I had it. But basically what it was saying was, well, if Vernando was accused or charged of all these charges, why isn't he in jail for all the things that you accuse him of? Everyone that is accusing him of.
And I'm gonna speak on that.
Do you want her to come up?
If she can. I mean,
the link is in the chat.
She might not even be here still.
So. Yeah. Ain't for sure. But I think this is very important to talk about. Why haven't charges been made from him? I don't know if I sent you that audio clip of the Indiana Attorney General office where Cliff.
No, you didn't send me that.
Oh man. But his office said there's no investigation. We don't press criminal charges anyway. But this is what white people put out there. I work, when I say work, I don't work for Southbend Police, but I have trusted officers I deal with. So I deal with police officers that I trust. And again, I can bring up an email where head person is saying we need to work together, the whole community. And the call on me if they need to, I call on them if I need to. So if this was true, let's bring this to life. I'm taking pictures, showing them to people. Clifton French make this news article. He calls the police and say, hey, this is what he doing. Somebody get killed the next day, the week, a month later. I'm there on scene. The yellow tape, I'm running out and get it right now. I'm probably the only black Negro in Southbend with crime tape to assist.
Wow.
We had shut down gas stations here in Southbend, giving the police tape, block it off. Again, is why we have Metro homicide at that time, doing the homicides, and I'm taking these pictures of their dead people. But they're steady allowing me at crime scene. They're not even arresting me.
Exactly. I thought about that too.
And then we have the police department who's over homicide now. I was very vocal. Bring them all. Not me and the police don't see eye to eye on everything.
Mm-hmm.
But when you can start building trust and communication, things changes.
Okay.
And I support the homicide department 100%. I might not support the IA department, but with the homicides, I definitely believe Lieutenant Miller and her staff worked hardful. And I even hear it from victims who say, man, this lady really stayed with me. Mm-hmm. So I'm happy for Southbend homicide. Shout out to Lieutenant Miller.
Shout out.
For, doing what she do. And, some things she asked me, I might ask her. There's been time I had to go talk to the police. I'm like, I ain't coming down there. Call Lieutenant Miller. And, she would say, hey, go ahead and talk to the no. I had to talk with them. So sometimes it takes that extra relationship with the police or with somebody like myself to bring you to the police. Like, not every police wrong. They killed my best friend. That don't make Lieutenant Miller a dirty cop because, her ex-coworker killed her friend or anything else.
You're right. You are right.
So I want to thank her for that comment and just want
definitely
to share that.
Definitely. Yes, defending Vernado, I got kicked out of groups on Facebook because I asked to see the proof, and they gave me the fake news page. They said I was too demanding. Well, there goes your loyalty, baby. You got people that's loyal, and
Oh,
they are standing
I
for
love
you.
them. And again, if you do have families who've been killed, um, and I'm gonna share this with the public, PG. I was talking to a lady. She lived now in California, and we was talking about homicide that happened across the street from her house on Lincoln Way. And when I told her that that case was still cold, she like, impossible. I seen who done it. You mean they're not in jail? So sometimes you just got to bring that back, because some people, just don't follow the news and be like, oh, I thought that case was solved. So don't second guess. Let's bring some cases onto justice for Michiana, or bring families here on PGT, and we can, bring that story because somebody knows something.
And if you know something, say
Say
something.
something.
If you're unable to go through Justice for Michiana and you still want to come on to this platform, Peachy News, or any day of the week, which is Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern, just reach out to me. We'll make it work. We got a great, I'm not going to say a great, but we have a show next Wednesday with a young lady that was just found. Her remains was found. Then the week after that, we have a lady that's coming on who have been trying to solve her brother's crime. I mean, her brother's hit and run case for over 10 years. For over 10
10
years.
years.
And
That's a
she
decade.
says she still haven't gotten no answers. No answers at all. And she says she's going to continue to fight till the day that she died. But she says she hope and pray that she can get some type of justice before she leaves here.
Wow.
So
That's
we're
powerful.
gonna talk to her. That's on the 25th, I believe that is.
And then we also having the young generation. People been calling me about it too. So we gonna set that date, where we gonna have the young people talking with the old school people, because I tell the young generation, y'all say we outdated. I don't. I'd rather be outdated and still living than not. You know, the
Exactly.
young generation not making life,
Exactly.
getting killed. So look for that. And again, the last I checked, South Bend Police is looking to hire somebody to do cold cases, but that don't mean we can't bring them all, a family on, or start that process. So when we reach out to South Bend and say, hey, man, we got this tip on this cold case, it may help a family to get justice.
All right. Well, we're about to close it on out. Bernardo, you took up 2 hours
What?
tonight.
What?
Two, two,
Well,
two
those single
hours.
mans can do that.
2 hours. But you know what? It was so well worth
And
it. It was so well worth
I
it.
want to thank everybody who came on, the negative, the positive comments. One thing about my organization, any staff, we here for the negative comments as well. It's growth for us. So don't never
Exactly.
think, oh, we are feelings because of them. Never. And for the positive, man, better days are coming. Y'all gonna see those days coming soon.
Yeah. I want to say, Jason, is there anything you want to say before I close it out?
No, no, no. It was amazing talking to you, man. Thank you once again for being
Thank you.
absolutely transparent. I mean, after this, it's kind of hard to say anything else. You know what I mean? It's just kind of run with everything current and what you're going to do for the future. So, thank you.
Thank you for
Now, Jason don't like to do this on this show, but I really want him to. can you please tell everyone where they can find you? Now, usually when I tell Jason this, Jason come back and be like,
It ain't for
well,
me,
it's
God.
not about me. You know, and I be wanting to crawl under the rock and everything. Cause I'm like, here, I done just drop my peaches. And then Jason come up, it's not about me. It's about
and hold on, before he do that, all my South Bend people on TikTok, go to that name he got right there. Is it the money sign?
Yep.
Go right there, right now. Yep. If you support me, go support my man.
Yeah, man.
CTV. Hey. I'm trying to forget it. I'm trying to pull it up. There it is.
No, all right, I'll do it this one time. You're yeah, please go ahead and follow me on TikTok. I am the hottest internet radio station there. It's called CTV Radio. Come catch this vibe where we put and highlight all indie artists. So if you're an artist yourself or you know friends that are looking to get their music out beyond the scope of their city and get it into other cities and states and even across the country, I am the place that do it. We have 5 different days where we do 5 different things. It's a real great experience. So come in, TikTok, just look for CTV Radio, and come catch this vibe. You heard?
Come catch this vibe. And when I tell y'all gonna have a good time, y'all gonna have a great time. I mean, I be like, I have to be up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes I'm listening to him to 12, sometimes 1 o'clock, and I'm like, I got to go to bed. But he be
we getting
jamming.
It in. Yeah,
he be jamming, you know. But Vernado, is there something you want to say before we get off?
I'm gonna be on there soon. I'll tell you that. I'm gonna be on there
tonight.
You gonna be on there tonight, Jason?
Yeah, I go on right after this.
Right after this, y'all. So y'all better catch them. TikTok. Go on TikTok. If you don't have it, download the app. All you gotta do is type in CTVR and it's gonna pop up. Cause he popping.
It's gonna pop up. I did the metadata for it. I worked on it. Yeah, it's gonna pop up.
Man, only thing I want to say and listen to you, Peachy, and Jason, because y'all a team and I teach my team. If we a team, it's not about Vernado. You have worked on over 10 families since somebody today asked me about you, your credibility. And I had to tell them I mess with her, so she's good. People may not know who you are, right? But if they see you here in South Bend, I'm on you good, because I don't just go on people's stuff. I want to thank both of you guys for trusting me, even through what you read and see. You never judge me. You ask, and when I came and say, "Hey, do a show about me," I remember Peachy was like, "Vernado, you for real? Like, are you for real? After these comments, are you for real?" Yeah, because
they gonna light your ass.
Right. So they coming for you, Playboy.
Right. I mean, but that's what we do. We come for people who need justice. So come on. But we just want to thank you. Thank you. Somebody said, how can you join Justice for Michiana? Call my secretary, 574-400-5856, or inbox me on Facebook, and somebody will reach back out to you.
All right. Well, y'all have heard it. Again, I would like to definitely tell each and every one of you all, thank you so much for joining me tonight on Peachy Tea Time, which is the Peachy News Edition. You all can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Facebook again, because I've got my business page. So I got 2 Facebook pages. And then also you can find me on YouTube. Also, let's not forget, independent artists, just like Jason doing, he rocking it on TikTok. Baby, I'm rocking it on his 92.3, the real definition of internet radio, baby. And y'all can literally come in the studio. I have people that fly from everywhere. They drive, fly, ride a bus. I don't know, but they get there, baby. They get there. And I interview them. I have a professional photographer that comes in and takes pictures. They have all rights to the pictures, and we have a great time. We play games, and on June 4th, I will be going to 2 hours, y'all. 2 hours on Hits 92.3, which is it will be each and every Saturday from 2 to 4 p.m. So I have so much in store, so much in store. So please, independent artists, business owners, comedians, etc., hit me up. If you got something going on, hit me up, okay? So we could bring y'all in studio. And if you can't make it, we could do virtual. Don't worry. We'll do virtual. You just can't get the pictures. You gotta take your own pictures. Take your own pictures, okay? But you get a little discount. But thank y'all so much. We're gonna go ahead and end this show. Like I told y'all, there are some changes that will have to be made, being that I am now monetized. I will be explaining it all to you on Friday. Friday with me and my husband, my baby. Now don't y'all be in the comments talking about some can y'all pillow talk with Poolie? No, hell no, you can't. Sorry, Jason. Make sure I throw that up in there. But we finna go ahead and end the show tonight. Instead of with a motivation, which I always do, we're just gonna end it tonight with my commercial and of course my kids. So here we go.
And I'm here with Miss Peachy today. Just did a crunk TV show. We just got down and that was up, man. Oh shit. What's up, y'all? This your girl Tasha Doe, and I'm here with the missus at Peachy Tea Time with Hits 92.3. Period, Pooh. And I did that one right.
Peachy time.